What's up, amigos? It's the Prodigy Maker Minute with Chris Lewitt. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. And I'm also just a huge fan of Spanish tennis in general. I'm working on the book right now, the second edition of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis. The manuscript's almost done. I'm super excited and I'm proud. It's not easy to write one book, but then I realized that it's very difficult to actually go through and write an updated book, like update a book to its second edition and make it high quality and offer something of value to the readership. So I'm super pumped about that. And I'm immersed in the Spanish world, the Spanish mindset. I've been studying a lot of Toni Nadal. I'd like to share in these Prodigy Maker Minutes a lot of Spanish wisdom, just, things I've learned from Pato Alvarez, things I've learned from Luis Bruguera, and especially things I've learned in the last few years from Tony Nadal and the philosophy of Tony Nadal, which is really not that well known, I think, writ large, like around the world. Not many coaches have studied with Tony, and not many coaches have really immersed themselves in his method and system outside of the coaches that work with him when he's at the Rafa Nadal Academy. And even then, I think Tony is relatively guarded and not someone that is not always quick to share things. I think I kind of have to be within his circle of trust to really learn from him. Anyway, what Tony says is very interesting about. He makes a metaphor about junior development, and he says you have to develop to develop a good junior player. You have to treat them and develop them like rabbits. And I just love this quote so much. It's just it's so like classically Tony Nadal. Like, it's very folksy, and he has he makes like these unique folksy connections. Like, he says, players need to develop like rabbits. And what he means by that is apparently rabbits are very adaptable creatures, and they develop on uneven surfaces. I think he's referring to the warrens, like the rabbit warrens, like rabbit dens, like the tunnels that they have. And though rabbits learn to be, and rabbits are sort of like preyed upon, they have to be always alert. And so they sort of grow up in this uneven environment that's an unpredictable environment where they face a lot of challenges, and they have to overcome those challenges and learn to be adaptable. They have to learn to be quick and agile, in the face of challenges. And so Tony says, with his folksy wisdom, that tennis players need to be developed the same way. And he says that coaches need to create challenges, need to create uneven environments, need to create difficulties, basically obstacles. Part of Tony Nadal's character building philosophy is that players need to overcome obstacles. So he says, he makes the metaphor that this is like rabbits. I don't know if Tony developed if he has a rabbit farm back home in Mallorca, or I don't know what he's doing with rabbits, but apparently he has some experience with rabbits, and he makes this really cool, folksy metaphor. And I think it's good. You've got to develop your players like rabbits. Like, if everything's even and predictable in their world, the player is not going to become the best they can be. And that could be you could make that metaphor and connect it to technique, where you have to have adaptable technique. You can't always teach someone technique in a pristine environment. You have to throw in, surprise shots, random balls, and teach a player to be adaptable with their technique. A player needs to obviously be adaptable with their mindset. They need to be ready for unforeseen circumstances on the court, the crowd, the environment, the umpire, all the things that can become a distraction on the tennis court. Player has to be adaptable in that respect too. So you can start to make these different connections, but remember the wisdom, the pearls that Tony Nadal loves to leave us in the public, the tennis public. Develop your players like rabbits. Make sure they are agile and that they are adaptable like a rabbit. Guys, if you like this Prodigy Maker wisdom, check out my big show, the Prodigy Maker Show. It is a podcast that we've been doing for years now, and we have over 60 episodes and some really good content, really interesting information. If you like junior development, or if you're interested in the Spanish way of training, check out some of our titles and be sure to follow that program. I'll see you guys on the next show.